Well done, DC. Well done.
What are you?
I am Diana of Themyscira, daughter of Hippolyta. In the name of all that is good, your wrath upon this world is over.
Wonder Woman. Alright, so Wonder Woman is the fourth installment of the DCEU, the DC Extended Universe, and it's a movie starring Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman. Now, when I did my review for Batman v Superman, one of my favorite parts of the movie was Wonder Woman, and I said she wasn't in the movie much, but I really liked her in the movie. And this movie is more of like a Captain America style version of like Wonder Woman. So what Wonder Woman is set in the 1920s, set during the World War I era of her life. The story really, it begins on Paradise Island, or however the island is called. She's growing up with the Amazons. You get this really cool like Greek mythology element of Wonder Woman, and that's what I always tell people. I always hear all the time, especially at work, that Wonder Woman's not an interesting character, and I completely disagree, because Wonder Woman's character and her whole arc deals with Greek mythology. And if you've read anything about Greek mythology is one of the more interesting things in our world, in the history of our world. It's just such an interesting concept, and it starts off with this little. You see a young Diana. She wants to train. She wants to fight, and then you get this little like painting montage of the Amazons fighting the men of the war, and then you have that Ares, the god of war, had pitted himself against the other Greek gods of like Zeus and Apollo and all of them, and Ares is just trying to show the gods that his way was right. So overall, I really like this movie. First off, let's talk about just Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman. My main worry of Gal Gadot was Wonder Woman. She's not an actor; she's a model. Let's just be straight up. But I felt like she did a really good job, and this movie had a really feel of like a Richard Donner Superman movie. Her character, she's really naive. But she just wants to do good. She wants to do good things in the world. And in the movie, also one thing I will say, because Batman v Superman, Man of Steel, Suicide Squad were always so colorless and gritty and had no life to it. Wonder Woman had a lot of color and humor into it that I really liked. And also, I will say the casting of Chris Pine as Steve Trevor was a great casting. I really liked Chris Pine, and as I've been saying for a couple years now, Captain Kirk ended up on an island full of women sounds like an unedited episode of Star Trek. It just completely does. The action, I really like this. There is a bunch of slow-mo action in it, but I actually really enjoy the slow-motion action part of this movie. The negative, I guess you could say, of the villains was the villains were kind of just like, I'm evil. But it's World War I. I can kind of give them I can cut a little slack from that. And the main villain it's Ares. I don't want to give away who Ares is because the trailers don't give away. I don't want to give away. But the guy, I did not actually see the guy. I was like, that guy can't be Ares. That's too pretty. Oh, that's pretty cool. And some of the other supporting cast was really good. I really liked the team. It really reminded me of Captain America, the First Avenger. I mean, it is a flashback, but instead of like they do in Captain America, First Avenger, they don't do a montage of all the action scenes in this movie. So I'm glad they don't do that. And the action is so cool. Whenever she goes into no man's land, and she's just wrecking the Germans, it is so cool to see. And it's cool just to see this World War I vibe of World War Woman. I really like that element of the movie. I absolutely love Wonder Woman. I think it's probably my favorite movie of the year so far. That's right, I said I liked it maybe a little better than Logan, and that's saying something because I really like Logan. And I just think this is a movie, it's the first really successful woman superhero movie. It made $120 million at the box office this weekend, and it was only projected for $60 million. There's an interest in this character. It's the first really successful DC movie on Rotten Tomatoes. I absolutely love this movie, and I'm giving Wonder Woman an A+. Guys, if you've seen Wonder Woman, Warrior Dogs, comment below, let me know. And guys, if you like this video, click that thumbs up button, subscribe to see more, and tell your friends about Easy Nation. All too easy.